What's going on, crypto fam? Thanks for watching the video today. Really gonna try to compact this channel into smaller videos, so I can try to make more videos rather than trying to really drag on and repeat the same stuff on one topic. Make the video. Hopefully, try to keep it under 10 minutes and try to make more videos. So I'm coming up on 30 seconds here. So a couple things that have been kind of recently on my mind just in the last 10 minutes. I was kind of trying to put together everything I was hearing online and everybody out really actually talking about crypto, like people I see in the day-to-day life that talk about crypto. Recently crypto.com, we all know it's news that's everywhere. It's old news at this point, but nonetheless, crypto.com and Monaco were the same company. Monaco was I think the original company, or however they originally branded it, and that was MCO token. Monaco basically, was just on various exchanges. It was under the ticker MCO. It traded. It was a token. It was supposed to be kind of for their rollout of their payment system on their Visa partnership that they finally got. And this is just a narrative, guys, that's going on right now because MCO token, a lot of people don't remember it, especially if you're new. You don't remember MCO. It was a token that basically pumped in August of 2017 and basically crashed once their app went live, talking about their countdown period till the release of the Monaco card. So there was the Monaco card hype, there was the build up to the release of the app, and everybody, I think including myself, we were like, okay, we're finally getting a payment card. Like, it's better than BitPay. It allows for a lot more different tokens or coins that might not have been offered maybe in the short term. So they were trying to promote this. The marketing kind of vanished, as well as the price. The price went from like $36, I think, in a matter of like an hour. It dropped down, like almost lost like a fourth of its value, or it was down to like a fourth of its value. It went down to like, I think, $6 or $7 pretty quickly after it got launched, or after they launched their app, which was like, everybody was like, what the fuck, coming soon, like one of these, like, pull the rug. So that's crypto.com. That'll always be crypto.com in my eyes. It was a rug pull. And I understand the way people might not understand the way that the trading of it happens, like, rather than just, who cares, it's crypto.com. They have, membership mark rights to the branding of their, the former Staples Center, the arena in LA. So it's a big move. So the coin CRO pumped. It went up, I don't know. I don't even know what it's at now. I think it dropped down to like 60 something cents or 70 cents from like 98, almost $1 or something like that. Maybe it hit $1 at some point. But, these are the type narratives we're hearing on the news. And I realize it pumped, but really the majority of the gains on CRO were, 2019, 2020, like way, way before. And it went like on a roller coaster up and down, a roller coaster, a big, long roller coaster. So, maybe they're here to stay. I don't want to say that crypto.com and obviously, crypto.com with their wallets and their custodial type structure on the way that their wallets are set up. I'm sure they're here to stay. I don't think they're going anywhere. I just wanted to let everybody know the real truth behind that. The long history of that and kind of what happened. I lost quite a bit of Bitcoin. In fact, I think I lost probably over a Bitcoin or 2 Bitcoins on that drop. So, and really kind of another weird thing about that was when they finally did the merge in the crossover to CRO, MCO holders were holding their MCO, and a lot of them said and participated, they didn't get the correct amount that MCO had promised. So it wasn't like the conversion rate that they were. You actually I think I'll end up probably losing money for the vibe that I got from it on Reddit and several other sites. People kind of went sour on the transfer of NCO, and if I'm not mistaken, I think NCO is not trading anywhere but KuCoin now. I don't even know, this stuff changes so fast. So, I mean, you can't really keep up with any certain project that's going on like super fast. So the vantage point, I guess, Bitcoin Cash has is that the community is kind of all right here. We're all just trying to achieve, very simply, electronic peer-to-peer cash, nothing crazy. I mean, we're still, trying to get that going. We're still trying to get peer-to-peer cash going, and that's really kind of what this is. I mean, all this other stuff going on, like, it's cool, it's fun, it's comical, depending on how you look at it. But these liquidity pools of just massive amounts of fiat are going to just pour into crypto, and when that happens, there'll be plenty of money to flow back around into different projects, kind of get people paid that have needed to get paid for a while. Mostly developers and stuff that are building out some of these projects and wallet services, and building out these smart contract building deployment sites and stuff like that, and access points. But really, the money has to pour into crypto. It can pour into any project. It can pour, I think the only projects that are kind of sinking right now are the ones that didn't really expand during the bear market. Like, I mean, even if you look at just different projects on different exchanges, I don't have to go into it. There's so many, but I think in the short term here, a lot of those projects are just not going to get refunded. They're not going to get any new media. But some of the projects that have healthy blockchains, mining, proof of stake, proof of work, both different platforms that have and blockchains that have really been around, that have been able to provide liquidity when there was very thin liquidity. Those projects, I think, are going to get funded and refunded pretty quickly, which is great. The projects like Civic Token. I mean, there's a lot of projects that are aiming to improve stuff very slowly, but it's a massive amount of work to improve that thing very slowly, kind of like peer-to-peer electronic cash. Like, nobody is talking about, that I talk to about crypto, is excited about that. They're excited about, coin go up right now, and I want to buy the coin that goes up right now. That's fantastic. I do too, but we have to build out the stuff that is going to long-term be here, rather than just joining a pump and dump and eventually getting burned. If you are just going in and joining pump and dumps, you're eventually, you might make it through 20, you might make it through enough where you think you've made it, but at some point you will lose a good bit of money. You might not lose all your money, you might not even lose half, but you'll lose a good bit of money. And those are the projects we need to kind of steer away from. And I'm not saying that's crypto.com. Obviously they're doing a lot of work to try to put a lot of their money back into marketing and stuff like that, and that in any case is good for marketing. It's good for that. So you take those two different things and you kind of wrap them, and you figure out the best way to market them. And I think in the short term here, as I'm kind of coming up on the 10-minute mark, is that Bitcoin Cash has a vantage point. It has a premise, it has a point, it has a use case, it has whatever you want to call it. It has a very easy access point to a fiat conversion to crypto, and it's very safe. There's not really any other way to put it other than it's very safe. You can leave it online in a wallet and jeopardize that, or you could put it in a cold wallet and jeopardize that. So there's two ways of really controlling it. And if you're concerned about that, you can even custodial it, and you can get pay an insurance premium on it for somebody else to hold it. But my point is a lot of the stories that come online, and I haven't even looked at the news today. I'll probably go on at some point and see what they're talking about today. It's just a news piece. But in any case, I think that Bitcoin Cash and some of these other cryptos really hold a short-term vantage point, and I think that the money will flow into them, all of them, at a certain point. And I think the magnitude and how big something is going to be in that particular sense will be based on use cases. It's very easy to buy Bitcoin Cash. It's very easy to join in on Bitcoin Cash, send Bitcoin Cash on chain. For anybody who reads more into crypto and wants to actually see what it is, they'll understand that Bitcoin Cash actually has all the fundamental elements to make it a good cryptocurrency, peer-to-peer electronic cash. And that at the same time is enough, I think, to spark enough interest once they start having problems on layer 2, Lightning on Bitcoin Core. That was when you'll kind of, you'll start to see the shift. You'll start to see the shift into Bitcoin Cash, and I think that's when peer-to-peer electronic cash will still be volatile. It'll still go through its phases. It'll still go through its the way the crypto just kind of goes up and down. It'll still follow that same stuff, but at the same time, people will actually be able to use it as transactional peer-to-peer electronic cash, and it'll be an option. You'll be able to just pay in Bitcoin Cash, and it's actually oh wow, it's actually really easy. It's fun. It's actually you feel like you have control of your money when you do it. You feel like you have ultimate control of your money when you do it, because you're very careful with it, because its value, its long-term value. That 1 or 2 Bitcoin Cash could easily be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. So it doesn't matter about what we need to convert it to now. The price for Bitcoin Cash is going to be so high that it's gonna outpace Bitcoin. And if it doesn't outpace Bitcoin, it'll still hold a threshold against Bitcoin. It'll be very expensive along with Bitcoin. So it doesn't really matter how you want to say, which one has the highest market cap, which one has the best for this. Bitcoin Cash is the best for payments. There's other projects that are better for other stuff, and they're all aiming to do the same thing: payments, infrastructure build out, in a decentralized smart contract way. They're all aiming to do that. They're all aiming to do the same thing, and that's just bring freedom to everybody on this planet, whether you're cross borders, where you live in an area where the government tells you basically every tax you're going to pay, where you're going to pay it, how you're going to live, how you're going to justify your means of survival. And it really just puts people and exerts pressures on them that make them do things they wouldn't need or want to do. And if you give them Bitcoin Cash, they immediately are able to control what they want to do. I've seen the change in many people with Bitcoin Cash and peer-to-peer electronic decentralized currencies, is that you give power back to them. They feel really good about it. They feel like, wow, I have a decentralized currency on a wallet that only I know the password to, that nobody can get it. There's no jeopardizing it. The only person that could jeopardize it is myself. And you don't put yourself in a position where you're going to jeopardize it. And if you are in a position where you have to jeopardize it and you have to lose it, you choose to just lose it, so it just gets lost forever. That's just how the crypto mindset is for people that have been in it a while, that like it. There's a long memory to it. There's a lot of aspects of it that allow it to really say it's not going anywhere. The government can shut it down. They can make it where you can't pull it out of the bank, or they can make it where it's basically not usable anywhere, or it's illegal to use it. But at the same time, they can't turn it off. They can't stop it from trading. They can't stop people from sending it. They can't turn the network off. Nobody can turn the network off. China can't turn the network off. You would literally have to shut down every internet connection along with every local connection, and it would just be extremely hard. So that's why I'm really bullish on Bitcoin Cash. They're also, it's not big enough built out yet where if big money wanted to get on board and take part in it, they could. Again, they wouldn't control it per se. If I start seeing any kind of fishy stuff going on Bitcoin Cash, trust me, that's not going to happen on Bitcoin Cash. It's just not going to happen on Bitcoin Cash, and that's really the fundamental element that makes me like it so much, because the community behind it is people like me. There's people like other people on YouTube that give a different analyzation rather than just trying to give you a technical analysis on crypto. So every single one of those can be played. I think that the network is so strong that on Bitcoin Cash that like the maxis that hold it, the Bitcoin maxis that hold it, they still just hold it. And the people that are actually trying to build it out and spend it are new people like me. We are trying to spend Bitcoin Cash. We're trying to get paid in Bitcoin Cash. We're trying to start businesses on top of Smart BCH and build out decentralized applications on top of Bitcoin Cash. That is something that, with SLP tokens and, that kind of stuff, like Bitcoin Cash, please, like, let's get going. Like we got the tools and stuff to do it. We just have to bring more people on and get excited about owning Bitcoin Cash and spending Bitcoin Cash. And that's my goal every day, is to interact. I don't want to sell somebody on Bitcoin Cash. I don't want them to, feel like they like, oh, this is like an investment get rich quick scheme. No, Bitcoin Cash is like, let's just convert some dollars to Bitcoin Cash. So show somebody how to send Bitcoin Cash, and then if they have Bitcoin Cash, they can use it, they can accept it at their business, they can set up merchant on Bitcoin Cash. Like, it's really simple to figure out. It's not a big thing to figure out, and I think the more that we see payments and transactions, the more that we will ultimately be able to really build out Bitcoin Cash. And I'm not eager if this takes 10 years, if this takes 20 years to get to where it's an accessible thing for every single person on this planet, where they're using it in their everyday lives. It's really helping them out because they're able to finally have a currency that isn't getting devalued or isn't getting controlled or telling every dollar where it's going to go. Like, it's finally your own currency that you can use, that other people use, that goes up in value, goes down in value. Either way, you monitor it and you know exactly how much you have. And it's a really good system. It's a really good payment system too. And a lot of the infrastructure is already built out. A lot of the right access points are already in place. So I think, the way the money gets distributed in the Bitcoin Cash system and the way it has been getting distributed in the Bitcoin Cash system is in a good way. The money's going to the right places to be spent. It's going to different merchants and stuff that accept Bitcoin Cash. And right now that has caused a lot of, volatility in Bitcoin Cash and other cryptos, is because we have to pull money out of cryptos a lot of times because either devs don't want to be paid in it, or fees and stuff on these merchant systems that are really not the point of crypto. But at some point, as the private decentralized world progresses, people will have more access just by owning a cellular device or a computer or anything like that to have crypto. They'll be able to use crypto for payments and see that it's made great for payments. Some cryptos are, like I said, good for other things, and those projects will continue as well. Sorry guys, the air here is really dry, so I'm like really trying to hold it together. It probably sounds like I have a frog in my throat, but it's just really dry out here. Yeah, that's where I see Bitcoin Cash in the short term. And of course, I'm at 20 minutes now. I knew this was going to happen. I think Zcash too recently. I haven't really mentioned Zcash yet, but I guess I'll do that now. It's really been pumping, guys. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it. It's going up. It's been going up for the last week. I think it's almost 80% up right now, even after the pullback. And it's just a minor pullback, guys. Like, each one of these cryptos, these altcoins that are like actually have fundamental value, have people in it from day one that are holding in different cryptos that allow them to go up after, when these super cycles happen. They're coming. I mean, Neo, Zcash, Dash, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, BSV. I mean, sorry guys, it's going to happen. If you guys don't like BSV, like, it's going to pump too. It's going to pump thousands and hundreds of percents up. And it doesn't matter what you hear about the news. It doesn't matter if they're getting 51% attacked. It doesn't matter if their hash power, is getting just crushed by some, mining party. It's just, these tokens and these coins are all going to pump, and they should. They're all achieving good things. Dash is doing a great job. Zcash is doing a great job. But Zcash did announce that they're going to be moving into proof of stake. It's going to be a while. I think 3 years or something like that, but they're going to be moving into proof of stake, just like Tezos and their baking and Ethereum and a lot of these proof of stakes. But there's going to be different stuff going on both ends. There's going to be proof of stake blockchains. There's also going to be proof of work. And I don't really care about Michael Saylor's fundamental, or what does he say about Bitcoin? There's going to be these sexy payment rails and all this cool stuff built out by like custodial people for Bitcoin, but like he's missing the whole point of it and basically just lying and trying to get everybody to buy Bitcoin. Like, that's fine, but we need to get people on board with peer-to-peer electronic cash, and we need to start seeing a lot more of this stuff. Freedom on the internet, freedom on buying whatever you want on the internet. I'm not saying that you can't regulate some of that from a standpoint of you can't have illicit stuff going on in any country just because it'll just stir up the crap. But I think peer-to-peer is really where we're going here. Peer-to-peer electronic cash. Yeah, and that's really all I got today, guys. It kind of was the same thing, but just try to spread more Bitcoin Cash. It's pretty much the point. I pretty much I really try to spread this stuff, guys. This Bitcoin Cash and crypto is, people look at it, it's like one of those things they look at, but they don't want to really get involved with yet. They're kind of on the fence about it. So just give them the extra little push they need. Let them know that Bitcoin Cash is been around for a while. It's been around since Bitcoin was around. It's the same thing, really. They don't need to understand all that stuff about it. Just tell them to look into Bitcoin Cash, download a wallet, send them some Bitcoin Cash. I mean, I send people Bitcoin Cash all the time. And if they don't want me to send it, the next time I see them, I try to. It's not just people at work. It's people, that I see on the street. If I have a conversation with somebody, I try to send them Bitcoin Cash, get them to see how easy it is, get them to open up a wallet that doesn't require KYC. Just get them to open up a wallet that they can literally just download and see the transaction and see that they have Bitcoin Cash. Let them figure out if they want to convert it back to dollars later on. Let them do that. They now own Bitcoin Cash. They can watch it. Bitcoin Cash needs to be mentioned. To try to sell somebody on Bitcoin right now, I just don't see the point. I really don't. So I'll kind of end it there. I know the last minutes of these videos are kind of just me babbling. So I think payments is where it's going. The applications are cool. NFTs are cool. NFTs have been around. They're not some like brand new thing. The hype on it is a brand new thing, for the last couple months. But decentralized finance and all that stuff's just around the corner. Just like payment cards and Monaco scams were around the corner in 2017. This isn't little steps we're achieving, guys. This is like big milestones every cycle. So, crypto.com and any token that's actually trying to bring new people into this space, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. It's the past. Doesn't really shape kind of where everything's going now. We've done a good job. A lot of people have reinvested into crypto. Me included, since the last cycle. There's reasons that, for the last 3 years when everybody was doubting crypto, there's a reason we were trying to build it out, is because once these cycles happen, they sometimes don't stop. And this could be that very case. This cycle might just not stop. It might give the illusion that it's going to stop, but if you've been in it for as long as I have, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going. It's going to be decentralized. Nobody can stop it. And that's just what you have to tell everybody, because that's why they're afraid. They don't want to get into crypto right now, is they're just like, oh, I don't really understand it, and I don't want to it sounds sounds illegal, and it's not illegal. It's actually far from illegal. You can actually do things with it that you can't even, the law can't even tell you can't, because it's a decentralized network of people. And that isn't here to scare you. That's not to like scare the general public. It's just to get them to see that once you own it and you transact with it and you do all the cool things you can with it, build your business on it, issue tokens on it, it's unstoppable. It's literally the most unstoppable business tool that any business can have, any individual can have. And it doesn't take long periods of time to see that it was a good idea to have it. It doesn't matter when you buy it. It doesn't matter if you buy it at the very top and then you ride it all the way down. It really doesn't. You just have to see that fundamentally it's the best tool for everybody to have more control over their finances and their money, because essentially our money is what allows us to buy goods and services, allows us to transact with people, and allows fair trade. And trade can't be disrupted with crypto. They can't. You can't have a bad crypto trade. You can't have a bad experience with crypto. Like, yeah, if your wallet gets compromised, stuff like that, or people extort you, or they do bad things to you to get your crypto, like that happens with real money too. But the thing about crypto is you can spread it out in nature where it then cannot be touched, because it's so hard for you to get your crypto, or even get to it if you're not you, that it makes it so challenging for all your crypto to get compromised. So if you just spread it out, like I would never tell anybody like, oh yeah, put all your money on a cold wallet, or put all your tokens or your coin or your crypto or your fiat or whatever on a cold wallet. That would be the worst thing to do. What if you lose that cold wallet? Or what if you put it in possession of somebody who is supposed to take care of it, and they lose the crypto? Or there's so many things that could happen to it. So you have to like really think like, okay, what am I going to do with my crypto so nothing happens? You got to spread it out. There has to be multiple places, multiple uses of storing your crypto. That way you don't lose it. Mt. Gox and several other hacks, people have just lost all their crypto. And, I get it. People put their money somewhere they feel safe. They thought that was the safest place to put it, but it wasn't. You got to have your crypto in a fashion where it resembles what it's supposed to do. You can't just you can't buy crypto and just put it wherever you want and just expect it to do great things for you. You have to take control over it and move it around and put it in places where that if anything gets compromised, internet connections or and that fundamentally is why Lightning will never work. Just because of, I'm not opening payment channels with people to transact quicker. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. That person goes offline, or you go offline for a little bit, or whatever happens, like the crypto is jeopardized. And not to mention the fees and stuff to bring it on, to make it even work. There's fees attached to it left and right. And right now, really our only fee is from the bank. That's putting a fee on it for having to run the transaction, and that fee's getting taken out from either where you're buying it from or whatever. But the credit card companies or debit card companies, they try to take fees. We're really trying to eliminate that. We're trying to get everybody's money already in. Once we have everybody's money already in Bitcoin Cash and crypto and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these payment plans, we can basically stake it like they're doing right now, put returns on it, and really give people an incentive to be part of crypto. But yeah, layer 2 doesn't achieve that at all. That just gives that power, that same power I just said from the people, that gives it to custodials, that gives it to PayPal, that gives it to Square, that gives it to all these companies that people like Michael Saylor and all these people have direct access to and direct investments to. And you're handing over the key to Jack Dorsey. I mean, that's what's happening. We don't need to do that with Bitcoin Cash. If Bitcoin Cash goes in that direction, and you know, you start seeing stuff about Bitcoin Cash being censored and censored in a way that, you know, resembles Bitcoin, there'll quickly be intervention between that that party and the real Bitcoin Cash. So I don't really know, guys. You know, short-term prices probably, you know, 100,000 per Bitcoin Cash. I mean, really, it doesn't have to be a certain price. It doesn't affect the integrity of the network. Bitcoin Cash is literally growing every single day. People are thinking about joining Bitcoin Cash community literally right now as we speak. There's people that are like, okay, I'm looking into this stuff right now as we speak. A lot more than you would think. So yeah, it's just it's so dry out here, guys. I'm having a good time making this video, but it's been long enough. It's a 30-minute video. Probably half of it is really just repetitive stuff, but it needs to be repeated, guys. It's good, healthy crypto news, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. Maybe I'll post another video, and see you guys. Thanks for watching.